You guys ever see this movie, It Might Get Loud? It's got The Edge from U2 and Jack White and Jimmy Page. It's got this really interesting moment here. This interesting moment where you have Jack White building a guitar from nothing and him talking about how he actually doesn't like technology and a guitar that plays easily because for him it takes away from the battle and the struggle that is creativity. Meanwhile, on the other side, you've got The Edge, who is walls and walls of electronics and effects and different things, and for him, that's how he creates a sound, getting tools. It's kind of like this. Like, there are times where I love having, you know, a massive fancy camera rig, the best equipment possible, expensive lenses, expensive bodies, great audio equipment, all those kinds of things, but then there are also times where I recognize it's really the story and challenging yourself that is most important. And so while you can get caught up in having stuff, you also need to challenge yourself. And so that's what I'm on a journey to do. So yesterday was Family Day here in Saskatchewan, and in Canada there are many holidays. I don't know if in the US you guys had a holiday yesterday, but a day to take the day off for family. Oops. I took the day off, which was nice, and I had a little bit of headspace to think about what are some stories that I want to tell, and how do I challenge myself to go kind of beyond what I, you know, normally do online and making videos. And I thought about something that's maybe, you know, a little bit of a bigger project, and that's around the story of when I quit. Almost 1,200 days I've been on my own, and I want to tell the story of what led me there to the point of quitting, but also how I amassed the skills to actually be able to quit and do my own thing. And at some point probably tell the story too of how I went from that to bring somebody else in and what we're doing now. Anyway, it's a big story, but I think that's going to be a challenge for me to tell that story because I typically love doing stories that I can do in a day, like a vlog. Shoot it, edit it, publish it. Doesn't always work out that way. Greg, man, how you feeling?
I'm fired up, man.
Other fun facts are Greg and I have this dream to both get up early all the time. And usually when he gets up early, I don't get up early. Or when I get up early, he doesn't get up early. But somehow today, we both got up early. I think that's a key part of our productivity is getting up early. For me, now, especially more than ever, it's working out because my wife told me, she finally admitted to me, this is confessional time, here we go. She told me that I started snoring, something that I never wanted to do. I don't know if it's the #1 cause of snoring, but a massive cause of snoring is weight gain, and I put on 25 pounds this year. 25 pounds! I'm in my 30s now, my body's letting go, I need to work out, I need to eat better because I'm a terrible snacker at night times. And really all throughout the day, I just snack all the time. I'm gonna lose 15 to 20 pounds in the next 30 to 60 days, just you watch. Quitting! Also, how about this? Creeping up there, getting close. What's wild is, I added almost 1,000 subscribers in about 60-ish days, which I've never done anything close to that. Like, it probably took me... Boom! 1,000 subscribers on YouTube! It was about a year after I started my YouTube channel, but 200 videos I had to put out to get the first 1,000. And then, you know, the next 1,000 would have come a little bit quicker, and maybe a little bit quicker, but for a long time it was typically stuck at the same growth rate, but for some reason it feels like momentum has kicked in. I also have a video that's doing very, very well. This video right here has 27,000 views in 19th of December. Yeah, about like 45-ish days. But the thing is you never know what's going to be a hit video. All you know is what's going to be videos. And so when you create a ton of videos, you end up with some that do well. And this video particularly has been a big part of the growth of the channel. And so My best advice for people is create a lot of content, push yourself to be better, and you never know what's going to happen. Alright, so we've been doing a daily Facebook show, Trending in 10, where we talk about some of the top stories of the day in 10 minutes-ish. But we showed a tiny little clip, 12 seconds long, of this from the Olympics of fellow Canadians, Virtue and more. Anyway, they won gold last night. It was awesome. And Facebook killed our stream because they're so sensitive about what's going on at the Olympics and nobody infringing on any of that stuff. And we lost the stream. We also got a temporary block put on our page account. And it's wild. Like, there's actually a chance that if something happened again, they would just completely delete our page, and thousands of people and the thousands of hours we put into building this thing. Scary stuff. But that's what happens when, I guess, you're doing new stuff and on the edge. Let's just take a break for a couple minutes from all that depressing online censorship nonsense and talk about some cool new things around the office, okay? So first one is this, the Edelkrone Wing. It's like a video slider. You know video sliders. You know, they're normally these big tracks and they give you this, like, well, super cool motion here. Looks like this. Ooh, fancy. The thing is normally they're massive. You know, there's these big, long contraptions. My last one was like 3 feet long. This is tiny. Like, look at this. It's tiny. And amazing. Anyway, like, come on, you guys. Smooth motion. Anyway, that's one thing. The other thing is, like, how depressing is it every time when I have to look at these? Just sitting here. And then I got quite the package from Boosted Boards, which is this right here. The extended range battery for my Boosted Board that doubles the range of, well, one of those. Now I can go something like, I don't know, what do they say? Normally I get 7 to 8 kilometers, so about 4 to 5 miles. Now it'll be 8 to 9 miles, or like 15 kilometers on my Boosted Boards. But the weather, have you seen the weather? Weather? Not good. Like a little bit rattled by this whole Facebook thing because we have invested so many hours, so much time and energy. You know, I even stopped vlogging in part to launch this Facebook Live show, and we started a business together, and all of that could be gone like that if Facebook decided that they didn't like the way that we handled content, which, in fairness to us, we weren't showing super long clips. We weren't trying to live stream something that was copyrighted. We're just trying to, for reference, bring in a little clip. But, I mean, obviously I get copyright and why it is that they're doing what they're doing, but it actually helped me understand the people on YouTube who are full-time into this, and this is their whole source of revenue, and also what they've poured their life into, that when YouTube is demonetizing videos or giving out strikes for copyright infringement, it puts in danger so much work that you've put into, and in many ways can feel like, I guess, a little bit of like a child or something that is so near and dear to your heart and soul. And I get that. That's scary. Like, I actually feel a little bit, not scared, because I think we'd be fine. And again, it's not like it's massive when we have 1 million people, but you do want to be careful. And what we're doing is we haven't seen anybody else really do it much, especially not on Facebook. So we don't even know where to go or who to talk to or what we would do. It's interesting. I have been a long time Adobe Premiere Pro user. It's a video editing program for those of you who aren't familiar. But I went with Premiere in the beginning because I had a Mac and I had a really powerful PC and I need to edit on both, and Premiere worked for both, and I was familiar with Photoshop and all those kinds of things. But I found, since shooting a lot of like 4K ultra high resolution footage, Premiere has just gotten slower and slower and slower on the Mac, and I ended up selling my PC when my laptop broke, and I bought one really powerful Mac, and so now I'm a Final Cut user. I've gone through 2 trials, 60 days, and I'm just like, yes, all kinds of yes. But in the end, I need to say this, because everybody's like asking every great video creator, what program you're editing in, it doesn't matter. Like, honestly, the same output I can get out of Final Cut that I can get out of Premiere, they're virtually identical. They have a couple of trade-offs, but workflow-wise and speed-wise, Final Cut Pro works better if you're on a Mac. But if you had the other one, you can do the exact same thing, right? Story is king. Editing ability is also massive, and you can do crazy editing things in both of them. Invest in that as opposed to going, oh, if I buy this video editing program, I'll be able to edit just like so-and-so. No, you won't. You got to put in the time. Also, for you, like, tech enthusiasts, you may have noticed, like, I'm not filming this on my good camera because it doesn't matter, right? Like, really, it doesn't matter. I mean, I like using that for a lot of things, but for today I was like, who cares? Let's record on the cheap camera because I can, and the audio may not be quite as good, and it's not in 4K, and won't look as crispy, and the colors may not be where I want them to be. Whatever. I hope that this was still somehow an entertaining vlog. I just like rambled about lots of things in my basement, but would it have been made way better using this? Not today's vlog. Other vlogs, maybe yes, but, you know, it worked fine. So whatever you have, honestly, you guys, get in, use it, stretch yourselves, try something you're not comfortable with. Good things will happen. That's it for me today. Okay.